does a social security contribution audit work?
All corporate bodies or individuals liable for social security contributions or required to submit social security forms may be subject to an audit. The audit begins with the reception of an audit notice. This document informs the entity being audited of the date of the first meeting, the period under investigation, and the non-exhaustive list of documents to present to the auditor. The French administration can audit the company only on the non-beared period, which corresponds to the current year and the 3 previous years, with an extension on the 5 previous years in case of illegal employment offence. The audit is carried out during several meetings, in which the inspector will ask questions and will analyze the documents. The requested documents to provide the inspector are the payslip, the staff registers, but also the employment contracts, contribution returns, and expenses reports. He can also check the legal, accounting, and tax documents, such as the company's articles of association or the corporate income tax return. The auditor then presents his findings, and the entity is given the opportunity to justify his position.
At the end of the inspection, the auditor sends an observations letter with his conclusions that can be any of the following: a finding that no discrepancies were made, or some recommendations to be applied moving forward, or a proposal for contribution adjustments to be paid back to the entity or to be paid by the entity to the French administration. Upon receipt of this letter, the entity has 30 days to respond. If needed, the entity can request an additional 30 days to answer. After the auditor has confirmed receipt of the entity's response and responded back, the final audit report is sent to the French administration. Then, the French administration issues an administrative decision by either a credit note if the entity overpaid or a formal payment notice with the balance due. If a reassessment is made, the penalties are 5% on the adjusted contributions, then an additional 0.2% or 0.1% interest rate may be added. If the entity contests the French administration's decision, the entity has a 2-month period from the notification date to request an arbitration. If the dispute persists, the litigation must be brought before the courts. Most of the time, the social audits are quite friendly. Often, the inspector gives some advice based on his experience by checking many entities in the same sector of activities.